And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Howdy folks, I'm Darren.
I'm Susan.
Welcome to Cross Timbers Farm here at the 8th Day Chronicles channel. Glad to have you with us today. It's a beautiful, beautiful early spring day, and we're about a week away from daylight savings time?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe 10 days, something like that. Be really glad to see daylight savings time come around and have a little more daylight of the evenings, but the days are getting longer regardless, and we're glad for that. Doing farm chores and stuff when it gets dark at 5:30 the evening is not fun.
It's hard, yeah. It's hard when you work away from the farm, it makes it a little difficult too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here in the barn today, and we got a big surprise. Friday night,
Yeah,
we had some really bad storms blow through western North Carolina. We had high winds, torrential rain, tornado warnings,
thunder, lightning, you name it, we had it.
Yes, at one point we were out here in the barn, and the rain on this tin roof was so loud you literally couldn't hear yourself scream.
No, I stood at the door banging for 10 minutes. I was literally drenched, but waiting on him to let me in.
Yeah,
he couldn't hear me.
And I opened the barn door once to step out, and the rain was raining so hard there was probably water standing, and this barn's on a hill, so that ought to tell you something. There was water standing probably 3 inches deep,
Yeah,
3-4 inches deep. It's over your ankles.
Up to the rubber on my boots.
Yeah, man, it put down some rain. Literally, I bet it rained a couple inches in just an hour.
Yeah.
It was unreal. But during the middle of every bit of that bad weather,
Of course, that's what it had.
we had goat kids. Lana and Muddy both delivered kids right in the middle of that storm.
Within an hour of each other, we were,
They did.
It was busy.
We were hoping to film some of that, but the weather was just not conducive. You literally, with this tin roof on the barn, you couldn't hear yourself screaming here. And it was hectic for a little bit with so many babies hitting the ground. So, but anyway, it's a day and a half later, and you want to go ahead and tell the Muddy had what?
Muddy gave us one little doeling and one little buckling.
Yep, and Lana gave birth about 2 hours later.
Yeah, maybe 2 hours, if that.
Yeah, hour and a half, and she
has twin bucks.
Twin bucklings. So we were really hoping to get a buck and a doe out of Mudslide,
Which we did.
because she was bred to Outlaw. And if you followed our channel very long, and especially our goat playlist videos, Outlaw has, since that first initial breeding, he is no longer in the dating game. Not long after he bred Mudslide.
Yeah, about 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, the vet came and removed his equipment. So castrated him. So Outlaw is now a wether. But I don't guess you see a whole lot of wethers that actually still have kids on the ground. So he's actually got two offspring. So, and we wanted that. So we got exactly what we wanted from Outlaw.
From Outlaw.
A buck and a doe. So
yeah, we like to do natural weaning. We don't like to pull kids from their mamas, and that's just our philosophy and the way we do things. We just like for our kids to be dam raised, and so they'll be here for a while.
I think it makes healthier kids in the long run.
And healthier mamas.
Yeah, I think, but you know, when you do dam raise your kids, they need to be, don't neglect handling them. A lot of people, when they're letting them stay on mama till they're weaned, they kind of neglect handling their animals. And we come to the barn, and every one of our kid goats are handled daily, multiple times a day for 30 minutes or longer. We get them very people-oriented. All right. I know everybody's wanting to see them, so.
Yeah, well, we're going to put the moms out. They've not been out of the barn since Thursday night, actually.
Yeah.
So we're going to let the moms out to graze a little bit and get
a little
some fresh
sunshine.
air.
Yeah, get a little sunshine.
And do a few things with the kids, and we'll show you our babies.
Yeah, we'll show you the Obi kids if you.
Your mama? Come on, let's go meet some friends. Hey, buddy. Stay over here. All right, this is our 4 babies. We have 3 bucklings and 1 little doeling. The orange and yellow collar little fellas belong to Lana. Right there. And this bouncy little, well, pretty big little buckling over there at the blue collar is Mudslide and Outlaw's little fella. And this tiny little pink collared girl, our only girl, belongs to Mudslide. About 90% sure we're going to name her Avalanche and call her Ava. Mudslide has a sister named Tsunami, and there's kind of a hydro theme going with them, so I think we'll name her Avalanche. This is our 2023 Oberhasli babies. There's nothing more fun than a bunch of kids. Mamas are outside really upset. This is the first time they've been away from them. Come on, babies. Are you curious? Come on. So we're about 90% sure that the little buckling with the yellow collar is polled. It looks like the other 3 are not. I don't have anything you want, do I? Look at you.
One thing that really impressed me is these kids, literally, they had been born 5 minutes.
Maybe.
They were on their feet and up, trying to nurse.
And the mamas are phenomenal. When we raise Boers, and everyone's experience with goat breeds are completely different, I understand that. But for the Boers that we had, it was a 50-50 shot if you were going to get a good mama or if you were going to end up with a bottle baby. They just seemed to like, and they ended up needing assistance more than our dairy goats have ever needed too when it comes to kidding. But it was like once they dropped them on the ground, they would just walk away and be like, that's not my kid. But our Oberhasli dams out there have been just phenomenal mamas so far. So we're going to let these 4 little kids play and bond, and we're going to get the stalls cleaned and the hay cleaned up and get regular pine shavings back down. Pine shavings and wet kids don't make a good combination, but now that everything has passed and has dried up, it's time to put the pine shavings back down. Is that a good bounce? Huh? Yeah, you sweet boy. You sweet boy. Yeah. I like Muddy's little buckling. I think it's going to be dark mahogany like her and Outlaw. Whoop, did you see that one turned to flip? Look at you. You'll be bouncing off the walls by the end of the week. I'll have to throw you out of the barn. I'll have to throw you out of the barn. We will. All right. Come here. You come here.
Okay, everybody meet Ava. This is her first introduction to the world. She's a little over a day old. This is Cross Timbers Farm Avalanche. And we will be calling her Ava for short. Ava is a little bundle of joy. She's a little bundle of energy too. And her brother, we'll introduce you to him in a minute, but everybody meet Cross Timbers Farm Avalanche, aka Ava. We will be retaining Ava. She is out of Mudslide and Outlaw. Okay, next up on the podium is Cross Timbers Farm Rock Slide, aka Rocky. And Rocky is Ava's, oh, it's okay. Rocky is Ava's twin. Rocky is the biggest kid we had born. He's huge. And he was born second behind his sister. So, I think he's gonna be a dandy. He is out of Mudslide and Outlaw.
Okay, this fine little gentleman is out of Lana and our polled purebred buck Rodeo. We're not going to retain him, but we're not sure, so we're not sure what his name is going to be yet. We're about 90% sure he is polled, but this is our beautiful little buckling out of Lana and Rodeo. All right, this dark-faced little gentleman is out of Lana and Rodeo. I don't think he's polled, but again, we're not going to retain the two bucklings out of Lana. This one has a really nice stance. When he was standing up, he's going to be proud, beautiful, and a really good herd sire for someone. If you're interested in one of these beautiful bucks, just send us a message or email us. You can find our email on our account. Again, this is our beautiful little boy out of Lana and Rodeo.
Thanks for being with us here today in the barn to meet our new kids.
Beautiful. Yeah, I know. I gave them back to you.
Yeah. Lana, both these does are, man, I'm telling you, after raising Boers and meat goat breeds, the Kikos are pretty good moms.
Yeah, Kikos are pretty good. Boers, it was a 50-50 chance.
I'm telling you, we had some Boers in the past that they just, well, I won't get into that, I guess, but these Oberhasli does are fantastic moms, very attentive to their kids, and
Yeah, Lana about busted the door down when we had all the kids in one stall trying to clean everything up.
yeah, we let moms go out to get just a little bit of sun, let them get a little fresh air for a few minutes, and boy, Lana wasn't happy. She wanted back in, and she was about determined to get back to her kids. Yeah. Muddy too, but not as determined as Lana. So, but they're both being really good moms, and the kids are good and healthy. The Lord's blessed the farm, so with addition to the herd. So,
I really wish that these two bucklings had been Dolins, at least one of them, but because you hate to raise them for 3 months and then sell them, but
yeah,
you can only keep so many boys on the farm.
Yeah, ain't that a fact, guys? I tell you, you get too many. Now, if you want to weather them, it's not that big of a deal. We found that out with Mr. Outlaw.
Yeah.
You weather them, it's not that big of a deal, but you get multiple bucks on a farm, and it probably wouldn't be bad all spring and summer, but you let fall roll around, breeding season.
Yeah, with no more does than we have.
No more does, and the competition gets really strong for those does, and it can be a madhouse with that many bucks. So
But anyway, there's good genetics that we can pass on to another farm.
Yeah, and we'll enjoy raising them. I tell you, everybody seems like, even if you're not an animal person or a farm person, everybody loves to watch goat kids.
Goats, they're so sweet.
Baby goats jumping, and the way they're, just the way they run and jump and kick and twist and turn.
Full of life and mischief.
Yeah.
Mischievous joy.
It would make even Ebenezer Scrooge smile watching them. It's something to see.
Plus, once the kids are gone, we'll have all that wonderful milk
Oh, I can't wait.
to share. But
Yeah.
we'll take you along with that as we start milking. We don't milk for about a month. We let the babies get good and strong and healthy, and then we do a once-a-day milking. And then when moms naturally want to wean at about 12 weeks, then we'll start our twice-a-day milking. But
Yeah, us as people, we're the secondary benefactor
that's right.
from the milk. I'm not going to pull those kids off, or I should say we. We're not going to pull our kids off immediately. To me, it's kind of unnatural. Now, I know people that do.
Commercial herds, I understand.
Yeah, and they do, and I have, if that's what they choose to do, I have no issue with that. However, for us, and here on our farm and what we do, we prefer to leave our kids on mom and not milk them at all for about 3 to 4 weeks.
I said 4 weeks. It really just depends on the health of the kid and how much milk mom is producing.
Yeah, how fast he's growing, and then once the kids has been on mom night and day for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, when we decide, then we're the benefactor, the second benefactor. We get to start milking at that point. I think it's just being a good steward of your animals. So, in any event, thanks for being with us here in the barn today. I'm sure you're going to see more of these kids as we introduce them to the pasture later, out in the grass, and let them run in the sun and play. And it's fun time. So we'll be sure to share some of that with y'all.
Yeah, farming's not always easy, but there sure are some joyful moments.
Yes, they are. Thanks for being with us today. God bless, and hope y'all have a great day.